A ton of the items in the Armory look like this right now. They have grabs that a couple days ago, the prices were a lot higher, and all of a sudden there is this steep, sharp drop off over the past couple days. And there is a couple different reasons for this in the video today. We're going to be going over the reasons why Armory items have been dropping in the last couple days, and also what you can do about this. Because depending on who you ask, Armory item prices going down could either be a really good or a really bad thing. So there's plenty to talk about in this video today, and you're definitely going to learn something. So let's get into it. Today's video is brought to you by SkinPlace, an awesome site where you can turn your skins into money instantly and easily right now. All you got to do is click on the first link in the description below, then go to the site and sign in using your Steam account. You're then going to click on the skins that you want to sell, then go over to their payment method options like site balance, cryptocurrencies, or PayPal, whatever method floats your boat, and then you're going to have an option to enter a promo code. If you use promo code GERM, you can actually get a 3% bonus on your first sale, so definitely go take advantage of that right now. Then click on receive money, go to the next step, and then they're going to send you a trade offer that you just need to accept and confirm on your Steam, and then your money's going to get sent to you a couple minutes later. It's that simple. It's that easy. Thank you to SkinPlace for sponsoring this video. So at first, I did want to show a bunch of items from all the different types of items that you can get in the Armory, and show how we're really seeing prices drop across the board in most of the different item and asset classes. You do have stuff like the very cheap Sport and Field collection, you know, some of the trade-up skins and stuff like that. This is the PP Bison Cold Cell. Again, we went from about 59, right around 60 cents a couple days ago. Now we are down to 42 cents. Some of the pinks from the Sport and Field collection, same type of thing. You have the Glock 18 Axia. These maybe held up a little bit better, and there is actually a reason why Sport and Field stuff has held up a little bit better. I do think that's because Sport and Field prices were already down a little bit because the fade has been unboxed so much. These weren't super profitable. These weren't necessarily something people were going for as much. So the stuff in the Sport and Field collection is holding up a little bit better. You can see there's not really any kind of like discernible drop off in this graph. It doesn't actually look too bad, and I think the fade graph does look pretty much the same, where we've actually seen the fade be pretty flat, which is good to see. But then you go to the other collections, like we have the graphic design collection. Again, in the past week, this is the cheapest skin, the Spectrogram was about 63 cents. It is then down to 51 cents. I'm sure my head is covering up some of that, but some of that is down. And then we can see how the pinks and reds look for some of the other collections. This is the Desert Eagle Starcade. Really, really cool, really good looking skin. Again, back here, was like $282 in factory new, pretty crazy. Dipped all the way down to $228. Has rebounded a little bit, but again, this is also in factory new, where we're not going to be able to see as much data or anything like that. This is the CMYK, where we have seen this little drop off as well, where it was about $13.80 a while ago. Now it's down to like $11.76. We have obviously the Overpass collection. Again, cheap skins here, looking a little bit the same. Previously around 56 cents, now down to about 44. So kind of a relatively similar drop off as we've seen for some other stuff. We do have the Krakow op, the 359 back here. Now it's down to like 310, but it had even been selling as low as 259, 271 the past couple days. We have the AK-47B, the Monster, obviously the top end of that Overpass collection, 1433, down to like 1256. So a lot of the stuff falling, but it's not just the skins. Some of the charms and things have fallen as well. And again, charms, it seems like, did not get hit as hard. We do have charms that went all the way from like 81, this Hot Howl, $81 on the 14th, down to $49 today. Looks like semi-precious and the AK diecast did not get hit as hard, but even back here, you know, around $26. Now we're down to like $24 on those average sales. Diecast AK, this was like $7 back here. Now it's like a little bit below $7. Not too bad. $675, $680 in that range on those most recent sales. And then we do have some stickers as well, like the Ruby Wave Lenticular, which up here was $11.76, down to like $10.87, and yeah, right around $10.80 still lately. We have the Hydro Stream, which has actually been going up lately. Some of the cheaper Elemental Craft stickers have been going up. I do think, honestly, some of those are some pretty good pickups that could end up being decent investments. And then you have stuff like the Gallery Case, which has seen this drop off as well. Again, the Gallery Case was all the way up to as high as $1.23, now down to $1.03. So why is this happening? To me, there's really three main reasons why we are seeing this drop off. The first of these reasons being the fact that some people, and a lot of people, honestly, obviously by the time we've seen this price movement, because all this price movement is really reflected, it has all happened in the last couple of days, because the last couple of days is when the Desert Eagle heat treater was removed, actually on January 14th, and all these items have seen a rise up to January like 14th and 15th, and then a drop down afterwards, because there was a lot of speculation for people who thought that the some of the other items were actually going to be removed. some of the other collections were going to be rotated out. We had the Desert Eagle Heat Treated that we knew was on this countdown and we were pretty sure was going to get removed. And then some other people were like, oh, maybe they're going to pop out one of the other collections. Maybe they're going to remove the Overpass collection and put in Train. Maybe they're going to remove the Gallery case and put in a new case or whatever. And some people were just confused. They saw the timer on the Desert Eagle and they're like, oh, if there's a timer on the Desert Eagle, that's just showing us when all this stuff's going to change. And some people were trying to, buy this stuff in anticipation for, all that stuff to get rotated out. So once the things didn't get rotated out, I think that automatically saw some of those prices drop because now people knew, hey, the supply of these things is going to increase. They are still able to be, collected with stars and farmed and all this stuff. So that was something that dropped the prices immediately. Another reason is the fact that the Desert Eagle Heat Treated was removed and it didn't get replaced with anything. So we do know, from like Arrow and Flary and some of those guys who they were talking about, we did see a lot of like the botters, the Chinese bot farms and a lot of these other botting sites and accounts and all this stuff. They were farming a lot of Desert Eagle Heat Treated. So a lot of the Armory passes that were being bought, a lot of the Armory stars that were being collected, a lot of the Armory stars that were being consumed were being put into Desert Eagle Heat Treated. And now that there is not a limited edition item in its place, now that there's not any other item in its place, that means all those bot farmers, guess what? They're still going to be farming the Armory because the Armory is still insanely profitable, but their stars are not going to be going other places. I'm sure a lot of them are probably just going to be going for gallery cases because it is that consistent profit, that reliable profit, and I think that is why we saw gallery cases drop a lot, but it is also possible they could be going for some of those other collection skins and stuff like that, and just people in general, everyone, not just bots, but everyone who was funneling some amount of their stars into the Desert Eagle Heat Treated. Again, that was eating up 25 stars. It was a huge, pool of stars being eaten up every time somebody went for a Desert Eagle Heat Treated. Now that people aren't going for those stars are now evenly dispersed between even less available options, meaning that we're going to get prices go down because we're going to have supplies increasing a little bit. I know some people are like disappointed the fact that we didn't get anything new and everything like that. So that is another possibility. So I don't know. I think that's most of why I think a lot of this is happening. Also, since the I guess a third reason or the final reason is the fact that since the gallery case has dropped off, again, back here it was up to like $1.23, and this was insanely profitable. It made a lot of sense to be redeeming those gallery cases, and now it makes still sense to redeem the gallery cases. They are still profitable, but again, since the gallery case is less profitable as well, that means more people are going to be putting more money into some of those other cases and collections and stuff like that, and we can see the current ROIs. We're looking at CS ROI, where we're down to, a couple days ago, the graphic design and Overpass collection, they were at like, I want to say 155, 153, some percent like that, and now not only is Elemental Craft Stickers catching up to the Overpass and about to pass it up, but we're seeing the percent profit on all of these and the unboxing ROI on a lot of these drop off. Now again, this doesn't seem like it's affected the Charms and the Sport and Field collection as much, which again, if you want to go for the M4 Fade, if you want to go for Charms, this honestly makes it better for you. You're not missing out as much ROI by going for them, but the graphic design and the Overpass collection have definitely fallen off a lot because those all those skins have dropped off a lot in prices, and the gallery case has dropped off as well. Now again, is this bad? Is this good? Whatever. If you are actively somebody who plays the game a lot, has 5 passes, is constantly farming 5 passes, trying to redeem them for profitability, stuff like that, this is obviously bad news. You are getting less on average per Armory pass. Now you're going to be able to redeem these things less profitably. Now, does it mean it's terrible news? Does it mean the Armory passes are not worth grinding for or profiting for? Either, no, absolutely not. Again, you can still get guaranteed profit just by going for those gallery cases. Again, you can get those gallery cases for about 79 cents in stars, and you can still redeem them right now or sell them for about $1.03 after Steam fees and stuff. You're still looking at like 12, 13, 11, 12, 13, somewhere in their percent profit, and that's guaranteed. That's profit that you don't have to risk for. You're not, gambling. You're not spinning the wheel. You're not having to get lucky or good outcomes or whatever. And then there's still all this other stuff where, hey, graphic design collections 142% profitable, Overpass 139%, Elemental Craft 136%. It is still worth it, especially if you enjoy playing the game and want to play the game and are going to be playing like Premier or competitive or deathmatch or whatever anyway. It still makes sense. Still makes a lot of sense, even financially, to have 5 passes going all the time. Now, who these things are good for, who these dropping prices are good for, it's definitely going to be investors. Again, if you are investing in Armory in the long term, which I am, and I'm also grinding the passes, so really for me it's a win-win. If profitabilities go up, hey, that's awesome. I can grind out more stars, I can grind out more passes, I can get more profitable openings and stuff. But if prices go down, I'm going to be actively buying, and that's what I've been doing today. I have been buying a lot of stuff. I have been buying some gallery cases because, again, these are dropping really, really low. They're down to $1.03 on third-party marketplaces. You can get them for even cheaper. I think I've been getting some gallery cases for as low as like 71 cents on third-party marketplaces, which sounds absolutely amazing to me. I'm loading up on those. But also, all of these skins now become cheaper as well. If you've been looking to get in, M4 Fade, or if you've been looking to get any of the pinks from any of these collections, or if you're, investing in industrial grade skins from any of these collections, they are all getting cheaper, and that is just lowering your cost basis and raising your profits for the future as well. So again, you can say it sucks that prices are crashing, or it's doom and gloom, or whatever, the profitability is going down, you're sad, you're mad, you're annoyed, whatever, or you can figure out the best ways to take advantage of this and actually know that, hey, there are still amazing items to invest in the Armory right now. I think industrial skins from all the collections are going to be really, really good. I think pinks from a lot of the collections are going to be really, really good. I think cheap elemental craft stickers are going to be good. And now a lot of this stuff is cheaper than it was a couple of days ago. So you have opportunities to buy the dip a little bit, lower your cost basis, and hopefully make more profit going forward in the future. But yes, right now, a lot of Armory prices are crashing, but I wouldn't panic. I do think this is going to stabilize. I just think it's going to take a couple weeks or, maybe a month or so to actually get people back under control. And then people are going to start anticipating things being removed or rotate out from the Armory once again. And I do think we'll slowly start to see prices climb back up. And whenever we get another limited edition item, or we get something new added to the Armory that actually has another place for more stars to be consumed, that will also be better for all the other collections out there and increase our profitabilities once again. But we're going to have to wait. Who knows when that's going to be? Could be next week, could be next month, could be 3 months from now. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Pretty much for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.